Welcome to ThinkTech on OC16, Hawaii's weekly newscast on things that matter to tech and to Hawaii. I'm Jay Fidell.
And I'm Anu Hittle.
In our show this time, we'll cover the rollout of the 5th electric vehicle public access fast charging station in Oahu.
We'll see the installation and a number of electric vehicles at Hawaiian Electric's yard at 820 Ward Avenue.
The news is that Hawaiian Electric has opened a fast charging station for electric vehicles accessible to the public at its Ward Avenue facility, right across from Blaisdell Center. It is the 5th utility-owned and operated public charging station on Oahu.
This was a big deal and a clear indication that Hawaiian Electric is supporting EVs by investing in public access fast charging station infrastructure.
There were lots of Hawaiian Electric personnel there to celebrate the rollout. There were also lots of local media interested in the story, and a number of EV drivers who wanted to see what was going on.
The bottom line is that people won't buy renewable cars unless they have the necessary fuel at convenient locations. If we build facilities that will make this fuel available, people will buy the cars, and that's good for everyone.
There were a number of electric vehicles to see there, from the high end to the low end, including a Tesla Model S, a BMW i3, a Kia Soul, and of course a new Nissan Leaf. It was a great collection, right out of the 2016 International Auto Show at the Convention Center the week before.
Especially want to thank our friends from Kia, BMW, Tesla, and Nissan for bringing some of their new cars here. We really appreciate that you've donated them to our fleet. Oh wait, no, that's not right, is it? But, you know, we got to take a look because we'd love to have them in the fleet.
There were brief remarks from Alan Oshima, President and CEO of Hawaiian Electric, Jim Alberts, Senior Vice President for Customer Service of Hawaiian Electric, and James Frasher, Vice President for Engineering of Greenlots.
So just very quickly for the media, I want to tell you what's going to happen. We're going to ask Alan Oshima, our President and CEO, to come say a few words. Then Carlos Perez, who's with our Customer Solutions Department, followed by our guest and our partner from Greenlots, James Frasher, who is their Vice President for Engineering, and then our Kahu, who's done all these blessings for us. And you know, these blessings must work because we look at the charts and more people are charging, so these blessings are dynamite. And Kelekona Bishaw from Kamehameha Schools will come up and deliver the blessing. We'll open up the Maile and we'll all thank you for being here.
I really want to thank all of you for being here today. It's really exciting for Hawaiian Electric to be a part of what we believe to be a really important part of the renewable energy future for Hawaii. EVs mean more than just substituting dirty oil for clean energy in transportation. What it gives our customers is an option, a value, to substitute for moving to gasoline for their transportation needs to a very clean alternative that gives them the same value and hopefully from an energy budget for a home actually gives them a savings. But it actually incorporates cleaning the air and making Hawaii truly a carbon-free zone. So that's our goal. And so for this, we've been really working hard on coming up with various plans to get EVs as part of our culture in Hawaii. It's so important for us, and we believe it'll be a big customer benefit. So we really want to thank all of the auto companies, dealers, our charging stations, and all the other emerging technologies that are going to get us there and make Hawaii really the EV capital of the world. We are so perfectly positioned for that, and we need to start talking about ourselves as leaders in a Kahu way. I mean, we all have to be holding hands and moving Hawaii to our clean energy future. And I assure you, Hawaiian Electric is there really, really wanting to be a part of that and helping facilitate that. So thank you for being here. We're going to see more of these hopefully in the future and really serving our customers.
This special unit for us is our 5th unit here on Oahu. What makes it unique, aside from the technology, is also the fact the area where it's located. It gives us an opportunity to serve the multifamily dwelling, which is one of the areas that we've really been working very hard with our state partners at the legislature to really provide those solutions. So this is a very exciting unit. There is a large number of people who made this possible. It's an exciting time for the companies. It's an exciting time for all of us. It takes all of you to make electric vehicles possible here in Hawaii.
Greenlots is very proud to be part of this coalition, enabling electric vehicle charging, focusing on the development of technology, working with new pilots and technology and strategies that help push forward with further more electric vehicles on the road and better use of energy as a whole. For the past 12 years, I've worked on designing battery packs and electric vehicle systems. I've been part of this industry for a long time. I've seen the struggles of working ahead of regulation, of working in advance of policy, and the timing and the budget and the delays. And kind of with that background, I have a unique insight into the importance of the collaboration and cooperation that exists between HECO and how their investment into this technology, their belief that Hawaii is going to be the leader in electric vehicles, a belief that I share, is so important to moving forward quickly and advancing this technology. It's projects like this that help to demonstrate the ability to use demand response, to bring extra value to energy storage and to electric vehicles and to the grid as a whole. Software networks that can balance the needs of the driver with the needs of the greater grid, and making sure that we can grow this technology in a scalable way and that we can hit the renewable energy targets and a 100% renewable Hawaii by 2045. All of that together is built on the foundation that these projects start, and that's what really builds into the Hawaii that we see in the future.
After that, we had the traditional blessing and the untying of the maile. The blessing was given by Kahu Kelekona Bishaw of Kamehameha schools.
Hawaii has always been kind of at the front end in a lot of technology things. I mean, I think about Iolani Palace. I don't know about how many of you know that, but you know, Iolani Palace had electricity before you know, the other big white house on the East Coast. You know, had the telephone, right? Kalakaua calling down to his boathouse, asking what the odds are in the poker game. But those things have always been kind of unique to Hawaii, and so is this blessing. When we do the blessings always speak to continued growth and prosperity, and that's why we use the mailile. The wood bowl that I have is a mila wood bowl that was made for me. And the mila wood was the everyday wood that the Hawaiians use. So in the everyday work that we do, that's what we're going to use to carry the kawai ola, water for life. And when we use the water, the source of all the water in Hawaii is the heavens. My kupuna taught me this, olelo noia, ola I kawai ka opua, which means there is life in the water that comes from the clouds. Mahalo no mako he aku no kolonae, no ka mea o ke akua ke li kahunua. Which means, Heavenly Father, we thank you that we can gather beneath you, the God that created the heavens and the earth. And in your love and wisdom for all of us, you created Hawaii ne. Lahauli kanani, maina mauna ike kai. For the beauty of Hawaii and your creation stretches from the mountains to the sea. And so we ask that you would look down from heaven and incline your ear towards all that we do. And bless this. Maka inoa no Yesu Christo. Amen.
They showed us the technology and gave us a demonstration of how a fast charging station works. They showed us how a driver can use a credit card to pay for the charge. There's a flat discounted fee of $6.50 for a charge. That's a lot less than what you'd pay for gasoline.
The fast charger at this station, like the ones at Dole Plantation, Ko'olau Center in Kaneohe, and the 7-Eleven in Hawaii Kai, has two types of connections. One kind used by Asian EVs like the Nissan Leaf, the Mitsubishi EV, and the Kia Soul EV, and the other kind used by American and European EVs like the BMW i3.
A fast charger can recharge a near-depleted battery to about 80% capacity in 30 minutes, less for smaller charges. That's great. Drivers pay at the site by credit card or by smartphone app.
So I can view from my phone what the car is doing right now. So it's presently pulling 346 volts, 101 amps, which is charging the car at a rate of 121 miles an hour. You can start the car if you didn't have your key, lost it, forgot it, something. Turn on the climate control. If I use this one a lot, if you go to the beach or something, about maybe 15-20 minutes when you're walking back to your car, hop on your phone really quick, tap a button, you turn the AC on, so by the time you get inside the car, it's nice and cool. So you know precisely where it's located. If it's driving, you can see it in real time, including its speed, how fast it's going.
A fast charging session will cost $6.50 during most of the day, more during times of peak electric use, and less during overnight hours. This price may change based on the changing cost of electricity. To get the current pricing, visit hawaiianelectric.com/GOEV.
Hawaiian Electric is working on this project with Greenlots, a global provider of distributed energy resource solutions.
We are pleased to be working with Hawaiian Electric and support a burgeoning electric vehicle industry in Hawaii, said Brett Hauser, CEO of Greenlots. Fast charge infrastructure is critical to accelerating clean transportation systems and making it easy for EV drivers to plug in and charge.
I work with Greenlots, and specifically we developed the software network that sits behind the DC fast chargers. DC fast chargers adds a significant amount of load to the grid, and it's pretty highly variable depending on when someone plugs in and when the charger is idle. And so one of the things that we do is in partnership with HECO, we balance the needs of the EV driver with the needs of the grid. And so we'll reduce the charging rate of the vehicles if the grid becomes overloaded, or at the same time we'll make sure that the EV is charging at its optimal rate so that we're serving both the grid and the driver at the same time. Solar has an on time effectively about 9 o'clock in the morning and an off time about 4 in the evening. And so this is kind of one pillar of the total energy economy, if you will. You need things like electric vehicle charging and smart management, like solar, like energy storage, to all come together to be part of the combined solution. And so the demand management, the demand response programs that we implement enables those technologies to blend together, to operate on a common platform, and to allow these technologies to scale. Right now, a lot of these programs are in the pilot phase, they're in the development phase. There's no clear definition for a number of these programs on exactly how they're going to operate. It's one of the reasons why having HECO involved and so passionate about doing this is important, because they're really driving what these initiatives are going to be, what these programs are going to shape out, and how the policy is going to be developed around them.
Electric vehicles are fantastic technology and load. Being able to charge, create load that will enable to integrate more renewables at the other end, and also lower customer bills across for all customers. And it's as Alan mentioned, it's the perfect time. We want to be the EV center of the world. When that Hawaii has that capability, and all of us working together can achieve that goal. It's just the perfect interaction, the perfect solution for a utility to provide their customers. Being able to serve them with the means to charge their vehicles, to address things like range anxiety around the island, to address things like having a charger nearby high-density buildings, multifamily dwellings, where otherwise there wouldn't be ready charging stations available to those EV owners. The technology allows it allows the charging of electric vehicles very quickly. So it's essentially you can pull up, customer can pull up to one of these chargers, and within anywhere between 5 to 20 minutes, depending on the state of charge, get a quick refill or get a refill to get them wherever they need to go. It's a technology that deploys strategically across the islands. It allows the customer to go and travel without thinking twice about it around the island, because you know that there is a solution. There is actually a charger which is fast to be able to top off or charge as you drive around the island. So that's really the core of it.
It's clear that an increasing number of automobile manufacturers in the US, Asia, and Europe are getting the message. Local dealers are also getting the message, but there are still not enough renewable cars around. The public hasn't really gotten the message, and that is due in large part to the fact that state cash incentives have expired and have not been renewed.
For Hawaii to move to clean transportation, we're going to have to do much more and move a lot faster. That includes resuming cash incentives and, of course, building lots more fast charging stations.
Is 5 fast charging stations in an island of more than 900,000 people enough? Actually, we want lots of public access fast charging stations, so more people will be incentivized to buy and use EVs.
In addition to allowing cheaper operation mile for mile and needing less maintenance than fossil fuel vehicles, EVs allow drivers to enjoy free parking at municipal lots, including the airport, and at parking meters, and to use HOV lanes with only one person in the car.
EVs are a great deal for drivers, just as hydrogen cars will soon be, and they are great for the state. Let's all get on board.
And now let's take a look at our ThinkTech calendar of events going forward.
ThinkTech broadcasts its talk shows live on the internet from noon to 5 p.m. on weekday afternoons. And then we broadcast our earlier shows all night long. And some people listen to them all night long. If you missed a show or you want to replay or share any of our shows, they're all archived on demand on thinktechhawaii.com and YouTube. For our audio stream, go to thinktechhawaii.com/radio.
Visit thinktechhawaii.com for our weekly calendar and our live stream and YouTube links, or better yet, sign on to our email list and get the daily docket of our upcoming shows.
ThinkTech Hawaii has a high-tech green screen studio at Pioneer Plaza. We invite you to come down, see our studio, and be part of our live audience. Contact me, Jay, at thinktechhawaii.com. Be a part of our civic engagement and raise your awareness on ThinkTech.
Go ahead, give us a thumbs up on YouTube or send us a tweet at ThinkTechHI. We want to know what you're thinking and how you feel about current issues and events affecting Hawaii. We want you to stay in touch with us, and we want to stay in touch with you. Let's think together.
On May 19th, ThinkTech, in conjunction with Bob Toyofuku and Hawaii Advocates, will present a Downtown Forum Luncheon panel program to look back on some of the big issues and bills that were in play in the 2016 legislative session. We're calling it Legislative Look Back 2016.
Join us and raise your awareness about the critical changes affecting and taking place in Hawaii. Be a part of the conversation and sign up to attend on thinktechhawaii.com.
Want to speak out about a community issue or event? ThinkTech invites you to come down to our studio and make a video at our speaker's corner. If you'd like to express yourself, contact me, Jay, at thinktechhawaii.com.
Want to join the conversation on one of our live streaming talk shows? Now you can do that. You can call in and be included in the show. While you're watching any of our shows, just call our ThinkTech hotline. That's 415-871-2474. Yes, that's 415-871-2474. And you can pose a question or comment and be included on the show. We encourage you to call and participate, and we look forward to hearing from you. And now, here's this week's ThinkTech commentary.
Last week, our Vice President Carol Monley and I attended the NAB show in Las Vegas. NAB, that stands for the National Association of Broadcasters. It's more than national, however, it's really global. We went on our own in hopes we could learn about the latest developments in broadcasting and in studio, video, audio, and streaming equipment. We were right, and it was an important experience to go there and be there. We weren't the only ones. There were 103,000 attendees there, thousands of exhibitors, the ones we came to see and many, many more, occupying exhibition floor space of more than 1 million square feet. There were also some 760 keynotes and luncheons and breakout sessions and great panels and speakers to tell you what was going on. For example, filmmaker Ang Lee was there with his movie Billy Lynn's Long Halftime Walk, featuring 4K high resolution, 120 FPS frame rate, and in 3D with glasses and all. It was a disturbing and violent 11-minute movie which really put you there, right in the picture. We saw all of our old friends, Sony, Panasonic, Amazon, NewTek, Blackmagic, Adobe, Livestream, Skype, LiveU, B&H Photo, Adorama Camera, everyone, big and small, including a number of startups, which included a huge number of startups from China. I could go on, but it would take all day. Talk about acronyms. I have never heard so many acronyms in my life. I guess that's high tech in broadcasting these days. It's a language. There were acronyms for everything, including lots of brand new ones you never heard before. You needed a glossary to know what they were talking about. How about ATSC 3.0, the next standard set by the Advanced Television Systems Committee? How about OTT, over the top, referring to delivery of audio, video, and other media over the internet? How about HDR, high dynamic range? There were hundreds of them, and once you learned them, they opened new doors of understanding. We attended not only a number of high-tech movies, they built the theaters inside the exhibition halls, but also luncheons where NAB gave awards for television, especially a fabulous young TV star, Kiki Palmer, and for technology where they were all great, and a number of exhibition demonstrations and breakout sessions, some of which were visionary and others completely incomprehensible. It's the nature of today's broadcasting technology. Three things were clear. Everything is changing and improving. Things are moving quickly onto the internet. And that ThinkTech, as a digital video and audio media company, is in exactly the right place. We met so many people, saw so many exhibits, heard so many new ideas, learned about so many new products and technologies. It was like being in the ultimate candy store. And yes, you can bet we'll go back, not only for the thrill, but for the very distinct benefit of being able to move the needle ahead at ThinkTech.
We'll be right back to wrap up this week's edition of ThinkTech. But first, we want to thank our underwriters.
Okay, Anu, that wraps up this week's edition of ThinkTech. Remember, you can watch ThinkTech on OC16 several times every week. Can't get enough of it, just like Anu does. For additional times, check out OC16.tv.
For lots more ThinkTech videos and for underwriting and sponsorship opportunities on ThinkTech on OC16, visit thinktechhawaii.com. Be a guest or a volunteer, a producer or an intern, and help us reach and have an impact on Hawaii.
Thanks so much for watching and for being part of our ThinkTech family, and for supporting our open discussion of tech, energy, diversification, and globalism in Hawaii. You can watch this show throughout the week and tune in next Sunday evening for our next important weekly episode. I'm Jay Fidell.
And I'm Anu Hittle. Aloha, everyone.
Out, out.